What's going on, everybody? It's Migs. You got Chester Cheetah. You got Richie and Phantom of the Christmas Opera.
Shut up!
And it's May 6th, and we are
It's definitely not Christmas.
definitely
It's
not
not
Christmas.
Christmas.
It's May 6th.
Don't you prejudge
we,
me?
just so that we get that out the way.
It's a
It's May.
spring reef.
It's
I'm doing things.
It's in the
Ah.
spirit of spring cleaning.
Speaking about in the spirit of how our show is developed, how we would love it to stay, and how we like to create. We are super rough around the edges. We're human beings just like the rest of you guys, and we would like to stay that way. Nelson
Speak for
is
yourself.
currently transforming his
What a good man.
room into God only knows what.
Into an anti-child
It's
room.
stage for puppets and puppet shows.
They
I
need
told you the master
entertainment.
plan.
They need entertainment during this time of crisis as well.
Right. So currently we're working what we got, and this is what we got, and we're gonna keep working either way. So on today's docket, we are going to be talking about the next Xbox show. I believe it's called Xbox 2020, and that's actually happening tomorrow, and we're actually going to be posting a live reveal, if you will.
Yeah, reaction.
Yeah, a
We're gonna
live
react to
reaction. There we go.
Yeah.
We're gonna be talking a little bit more on next gen, as I said previously. That's going to be a forward-moving topic here. You know, only so much about them. There's still so much more to know, and as we go on, we're gonna continue to discuss that. And then lastly, we're gonna be talking about the games that we're currently playing. Not so much the games that we're playing, but more like the games that's on the docket or what's next for us in this time where we have so much time to enjoy them. You know, so a lot of that is gonna be some backlog, but we're gonna get to that shortly. But first, let's start with the 2020 show. We're gonna start with what we know. There's not much that we know. Richie would be our
Yeah. So, like you,
guy.
like you said, there's not much that we can decipher from the whole announcement. Supposedly tomorrow we have some all third party stuff on display tomorrow. Then there's gonna be no first party game shown
So
tomorrow.
so no Microsoft anything.
No Microsoft Game Studios anything.
Meaning even the ones that they've acquired recently, nothing. Nothing that
That I don't know.
okay, so I guess that would be
actually a good
second
question.
party.
Yeah,
So
that
no
would be
second party
party
stuff.
Yeah, so there's no first party, no second party stuff. It's all third party stuff.
Mm.
Could be a
And
surprise, maybe. No?
maybe, and we're gonna be getting
A little bit of magic like
these,
Nelson.
we're gonna be getting
Mm.
these type of shows from them once a month. So tomorrow it starts, and then from tomorrow on forward, we'll be getting some type of announcements from them every month until probably I guess the launch of the new console. But it looks like that's what's up over there on the Microsoft end of
So
the
did they
spectrum.
say that it's always gonna be at the same date?
No,
Or
they
is it
didn't.
just that's still up in the air?
They didn't specify. It just said once a month.
Once a month. I mean, that's fantastic. One, it's information.
I mean, it's considering that we're not getting anything from the other side. It's definitely
Dark
good.
side.
The
Yeah,
dark
like
side of gaming.
something good to sink our teeth into, and to these. Sony wants to actually take their cards off their chest and show us what they got. With the exception of the controller and stuff that they show, but other than that, they haven't really given us anything to kind of break down. So
That does leave me with a nice little point. They have been too quiet at a point where it's just like we have nothing to do but pay attention. Like one would think that this would be the time for you to get our attention and then try to maintain that attention. I think Microsoft is onto something.
Yeah.
That maybe Sony can pick up what they're putting down, which is even more interesting because they were the ones who decided first that they were going to do less of the game shows and more of their own shows, and I feel like they've just been
They
really
they they
quiet
haven't
about all
done
that
it.
stuff. Yeah, they haven't.
They just done what? They did one like showcase, which probably was like back in March or something like that, and then they
Oh, that
haven't
was
done
that was
any.
the spec thing on
Yeah, and I think they did something else before. I think is where they showed all those VR games. I forgot the name of whatever they did there, but
When was that?
it did. It was probably like
That was like early
February
this
or
year, right?
March.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
and
trying to remember
then
what the PlayStation one called. Go on.
isn't it State of Play or something like
State
that?
of Play. There you go.
Yeah.
Be
So
interesting to know what the
and
state of play is.
and then they haven't shown anything else besides Mark Cerny, showing us the specs of the PS5, and then a picture
Dry, certainly.
of the controller. They
Right,
didn't even show us how it worked. Anything. They just showed us a
right.
picture of it. So yeah, that's it. That's
My
all we
my
got.
my thoughts definitely stem from. I'm excited about these new consoles. I just want to know more, and it's this. I don't. What can I put here? It's a little scary to not have any info when I feel like typically you get a reveal the year before, and then like
Yeah,
a E3, and then you get a price point, you know, well before the time that the system's supposed to launch, and allegedly the system's still coming out in the fall. The fall is really not that far away.
yeah, holiday, whatever. Yeah,
It's
whatever
not.
the
So
holiday is.
Microsoft is stalling because Sony's stalling, but I'm very hungry for a price so that I can reserve this
It
because
was
there
Yeah, I
probably
mean
isn't going to be any.
it was the
that's
logo announcement at CES. That's what it was when they showed the
yeah,
logo.
Terrible.
yeah. See, so but even that's an interesting point because being the state of the economy right now, like whatever money people are sitting on, you will want to. I'm not going to say like you want to take advantage of the fact that they're sitting on some money. If they're sitting on money, it's a lot of people not working right now. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure that the last thing on their mind is, oh, I got to get this Sony console, or Microsoft console. But some of us who are fortunate enough to have it,
We want to put the
we
money away
still,
now.
yeah, we still want to know what
Take
is
my
the
money
price
now.
point. Yeah, what is the price point? And like, yeah, take my money now, so I don't have to worry about it down the line. So yeah, I don't know, man. Like right now, everybody's home. They're not doing nothing. We're all kind of like stuck on our TVs and computers. It would be the best time to give us information.
And
You have our attention. Like
if
what
if
else do you
you
want?
if you look historically during times of depression, disasters, things like that, strangely, the top things that get spent on economically is entertainment. It would be movies back in the Great Depression. People would go out to see movies when the world was at war. Those two times, people spent so much more at the theaters. They spent so much
Yeah,
more at things that were entertaining
baseball
for them,
games.
baseball
Like
games, because they want to
yeah,
get away
they want to get distracted from whatever is going
from
on. Yeah,
reality. So as I think a lot of companies are moving a little bit backwards, game wise, because they don't understand how big this could be, even though the numbers are right in front of them right now. Like this quarter was massive compared to the year before, for gaming. Like what people are spending now, some of them see it and it looks like they're trying to milk their old stuff like now, which is
yeah,
smart in a sense, but like you said, I would like for you to take my money now so that I don't need it for anything else, or it's already gone. Once it's gone, I don't have to
yeah,
think about it, and it's there set aside. But
yep,
what do we know, right? What do we
yeah.
know?
I mean, like I said, like they have our attention now. There's no better time than now to give us
What's
information.
Almost,
what's
So,
happening,
I almost
Phantom of
broke.
the Opera?
I almost broke my teeth. I had the cap on this. I was like, oh.
All right. I guess that's pretty much what we know about this show. We're still getting back on with the Xbox 2020 show.
yeah, it's gonna be
my
tomorrow at 11 o'clock. In case you listening or you're watching and you don't know, it's 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time and then 8 a.m. Pacific. So
I'm definitely gonna throw this rough video out there. The other thing, I would like to take this moment, and this is when our editing skills are gonna come into play. To state our name, which is Spittin' Game.
spitting game.
The group's name, Spittin' Game, where we talk about mostly about games. It's not exclusively going to be about that. We're definitely going to have some other topics because gaming goes everywhere. To be honest,
Yeah,
it's really everything. But we definitely want to stick to games,
yeah.
Spittin' Games. We're a bunch of New Yorkers, so should be.
But even spitting game, like even the phrase itself is always played onto other things. So
That's why
when
it's perfect.
so you
We
spitting
just
game
spitting
at a
game.
female, you spitting game as like a
Whoa.
truth statement. You know what I'm saying? Like you spit. So yeah, like this is it's mostly gonna be gaming, but yeah, we could probably touch other spectrums of
We're
entertainment.
not married to
We
one
dropping
subject.
jewels,
Yeah.
bro.
And we're
You know
dropping
what I'm saying?
Yeah,
spitting
Dropping
knowledge.
shit like a
spitting
pigeon.
knowledge.
You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
yeah. Oh yeah.
Alright?
So if you're from New York, if you're not from New York, now's the
Yeah.
time
Eat
to
a
get to know
dick.
some New Yorkers. But all right,
We're
going back,
fucking rude.
Spitting game on
we're
my
definitely would.
true,
We
on my
giving
true love that
we
has
giving you dome. Hey
been
yo.
delayed.
Hey, yo.
Hey.
The baseball season.
Giving you Superdome, no Dallas.
Who you watching there? Ken Griffey Jr. You still watching Ken Griffey Jr.?
Nolan Ryan, the best pitcher in the world.
Gotcha. Well, going back to
Facts, my guy.
Xbox 2020, we talked about what we knew, very little we know, which is how I prefer things. I don't know about you out there. I don't know about these guys. They can tell you, but I prefer to know the least amount of anything about what I'm about to get into. I feel like the experience is best that way. However, that doesn't stop me from talking about what I expect. So, what I expect, or what we expect, what I expect out of the show is a showing that Microsoft is not where they were in the start of the Xbox One, meaning they have a backing. They have, since it's only third party, clearly that's all we could talk about. But they have a lot of people supporting them that look like they're going to use this power uh, in a way that's different from what it is now. Like I would love to see more than your typical Call of Duty. You know there's a lot of rumors out there about Call of Duty is supposed to be announcing their next gen Call of Duty. EA is talking about, if I'm not mistaken, an AC remake. I don't know if that's for the new system or not, but I would just like to see a lot more
Well,
strong
for
showing of third party teams.
Like
what
Madden.
I heard, and I like what I saw like was a rumor. I'm not sure if it's tomorrow, but we're definitely gonna get indie studios tomorrow.
I love indie studios.
We're gonna get that, and not again. Don't know if this is true. It's probably not true. I heard a Dead Space trilogy HD.
Oh, is that the rumor? Okay.
Yeah, so it could be that. I mean, I hope so, but at the same time, like,
When they say
you know.
HD, I'm curious what they mean by HD.
Yeah, I mean, it could just be freaking,
Could be a 4K
higher,
upscale or something.
yeah, higher resolution or whatever. I don't think it's gonna be like Resident Evil PS1 and then Resident
remake.
Evil 1
Not for
GameCube
3
type of,
games.
yeah, not
Not
for
for a
3
collection.
games. Yeah, so
No.
it could be just like Nelson said, some like upscaling the resolution and all that stuff. Maybe throw in all the DLC with it and stuff like that. So
I mean,
I
that's
mean,
good for people who have never played Dead Space. It definitely deserves some love.
I
It
mean,
just sucks.
they'll get my money for it. That's for sure because I love that franchise. That's one of the franchises for me that was like super underrated. Like when I first played it, and it was such a like a real throwback survival horror experience as opposed to like what we've been getting to that point. Like from that point, like if you play like Resident Evil 5, Resident Evil 6, they were very like on the actiony type side. But except for part 3, Dead Space 3, but 1 and 2 were kind of like old school like
Right.
survival horror.
Dead
So
Space 3 is a whole nother
yeah, that one's a little more on the
thing. Ma.
action side.
There's a couple. There's a couple of photos going around about the new Call of Duty potential.
There's Treyarch too,
It,
right?
it
I don't even think it's Infinity War, right? It's Treyarch.
It can't be Infinity War. They're too busy right now.
yeah,
Yeah.
but they one of the pictures looks promising. At least I could tell so far how it's gonna play out. So
Wait, you have a picture?
looks accurate to me.
Oh yeah.
Bro, that's
Looks
gonna
pretty
be
accurate.
Cabela's.
wow.
That's-
That's awesome.
Cabela's.
I think it's
Look at
called
all that.
Call of Duty Campgrounds or something like
fool,
that.
fool me once. Shame on you.
Corner of duty.
Call of Duty Campgrounds.
The corner of duty.
Call
Yeah.
of Duty
So
Corner of
Crystal Lake.
duty.
with that, what is it you're expecting there, Richie, for tomorrow's show? What do you expect?
Tomorrow, I'm expecting, of course, Assassin's Creed gameplay. Right, we're gonna get that. I'm expecting some like idea Xbox games, probably. If I'm gonna speculate, I'm I don't know. Maybe some. I don't know because at this point, like you could throw anything out there and throw it at the wall and hope that it sticks, because there's so little that we know.
It's true.
But I'm expecting Assassin's Creed
It's
for
true.
sure, because that is confirmed. Because I don't want to say something and then people watch this and shit and they're like, oh, this guy's full of shit. You don't know what he's talking about.
I get
Well, I
what
mean,
you're saying.
it's
Right.
speculation though. Like,
Right.
Yeah. So
what we think.
it's speculation, but
I should clarify for the viewers. When I say expectations, it's not so much of a guess on what they're gonna do. It's more of a right
what I
as a
expect.
person,
Yeah, as a person. Yeah,
What we would
I don't
like
know,
to
man.
see.
What I would like to
Exactly.
see, honestly, what I would like to see is besides I want to say like a new we're not gonna get a new Orbi, that's for sure, but I would like to see,
I would love that.
yeah, I definitely would like to see something original, like I mean from somebody from an indie party. I was gonna say I want to see something from Rare, but I mean I don't even know like where they fit as far as
They're too
like
busy
this type
making
of
a game
studio.
on
Yeah,
the seas.
and what kind of studio they are, like if they're first party, second party. I think Microsoft probably owns them.
They own them.
So
Yeah.
yeah, so I'm
You're not gonna see anything from them.
as far as games, we're probably gonna see Assassin's Creed. We're probably gonna see something from EA. Hopefully, we're probably gonna see some Call of Duty stuff. I think we're gonna see a newer Warzone for the next gen. They're probably gonna like show us probably something going forward from Warzone over there to the next gen, and then I'm hoping, honestly, too, man. I'm hoping some new freaking controller too, man. Like like a theme,
Another controller?
like a themed
Like,
controller. No, like a themed controller.
oh, okay.
Like
Not a new design.
Hopefully we get-
I definitely see them
hopefully-
doing like consoles like that. Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully we get to see the Cyberpunk console. See the controller. Hopefully we get to see some Cyberpunk gameplay, like some new Cyberpunk gameplay.
Bring Keanu Reeves back.
Um,
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's it. Maybe actually see the box tomorrow. Like, see it out there. Maybe running some of this stuff. That'd be cool.
Right.
So yeah, I
Yeah, I
mean,
would love to see
that's it.
some real gameplay.
Oh yeah.
As you
Yeah.
know, they do a lot of CG pre-rendered type
Yeah.
of gameplay when they're previewing this stuff. I would love to see the majority of it running actual in-game footage.
Well, as long as it's not from Ubisoft, yes.
Well, I mean, we're gonna see
Boy's
Assassin's
You're
Creed,
right.
favorite.
so you
Yeah.
know
It'll look.
whether or
It'll.
not, yeah, whether it's running like it's actual gameplay or not. Is,
You don't
Well,
you don't
this,
want
by
to
we
the
see
already
the
way,
know.
we don't want to get you hyped up, but this is on 4 graphics cards running on SLI with a
yeah.
28
Yeah,
core
because
processor.
You
we
only
already
need
know
two
how
grand
they
for this.
do. We already
Yeah.
know how they do.
We're used to Ubisoft. We just, you take
Yeah.
whatever videos they show with a grain of salt, and then
Yeah.
you get the Division 2.
You just
Yeah.
gotta if you're aware of how they've done things in the past, you just gotta look at it and go, okay, this looks amazing.
Right.
Now, I wonder how downgraded it's gonna be from this
Right.
to
What
point
would
of
it look
release.
like on a 64?
So
It was like watching old school game commercials. You would get the PS1 and you would see
yeah,
the CG, and you're like, oh my god, this game looks amazing. And then you got the Lego blocks, so
yep.
Yeah.
it's essentially the
Um.
same.
I mean, I know you guys not that much. Mike is actually Minecraft Dungeons, man.
I'm
That's
ready for
this
that.
month.
They're definitely
That's
gonna show
this month.
that.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
It's
but I
launching
mean
this month,
tomorrow.
so yeah, they'll show
I'm
some tomorrow.
expecting for sure more indie developer acquisitions.
That would
Oh,
be
that
lovely.
yeah,
Like
that'd be dope.
that's gonna be for sure, and I want to see more crossplay. That's what I really want to see. I want to see more Xbox PC intermingling.
Scissor action.
I don't want to see
No scissoring.
that. I
No,
don't
in
want to see
certain
that.
games, like come on, like Streets of Rage was cool. It's the same game. We're doing it,
Oh
whatever.
yeah. That's
Yeah,
fine. But
I
all
know.
that
First
other stuff
person
that
for
we've been experiencing.
everything else, don't do it.
I
But
I I want them to show crossplay
I want to
with
force 8.
options. Crossplay with options. What's wrong with that?
Mm.
Just like we were complaining about crossplay that we wanted it. We never said we want it forced. We never said we want it with no options. We want options. We want ways to, as we always do,
We want
curate our
crossplay, just not all the
experience.
time with
it's
No.
everybody
my
at the same
Xbox, and I want it
time.
now.
We should, we should always have the ability to curate the experiences that we want when we're talking about multiplayer.
You're so
Always, always,
entitled.
always.
Entitled Michael.
I am a little bit entitled when it comes to certain things. Now, and I'm
We
also saying
demand this
Hey guys,
goddamn
Mike
crossplay.
wants to host again.
listen, you continue to play freaking crossplay with the PC crew. Go ahead. Now tell me I'm entitled after you Warzone with
You
them.
leave my Asian brethren alone. They don't cheat.
Yeah, they don't cheat.
They're
They just
mi-
they just practice
they're just
stretching.
They're
they're
really
just
good.
misguided. They're just really,
They
really,
were
really
just
good.
really good.
They're really good.
They're really good at programming stuff that doesn't belong in there.
Mr. Cheeto, I'm gonna ask you two questions. Same thing going with all this stuff that we were doing, and one more because it's a little different for you. It's what do you expect? What would you like from this console showing tomorrow? Also, afterwards, uh, where do you
What are you
stand
doing
with
for
all this?
dinner?
But go on.
Well, for dinner we're having
Filet
some
mignon.
baked chicken with some.
Filet mignon.
I'm usually not the type to be like, oh, this is what I think. I usually just watch these shits and let whatever happens happen, let things unfold, and then see where I lean towards. This is the first time even without freaking anything from PlayStation, it's the first time I'm on the fence. Like I really don't know. Usually it's like PlayStation, like first console I gotta get PS3, PS2, PS4. It was always PlayStation. Now there's nothing on these guys. There's nothing really concrete. Everything is speculation. Everything is just it could have this, it could be that. Versus the Xbox, which we've seen a lot more, and it seems to have a freaking shit ton of power compared to the ones we have now. Which that's what makes me I want something strong, man. I don't want a PC, but I want something close to it. I want it to run games smoothly. You know what I'm saying? Without sounding like a fucking fighter jet. It's like, I don't want a live action Ace Combat system. Like, fuck that,
Yeah, it's
man.
part of
Be
Ace Combat's
quiet.
immersion. Is the jet noises coming from the console?
Yeah, man. It's just I try not to have my expectations too high. I just would like to see them fix on both sides, man. Xbox and PlayStation. Just the small things that we don't like, Xbox with their chat problems and PlayStations with their fucking downloads. And, bro, if I need 100 gigs to download something that's 50, go fuck yourself. I'm not buying that system. Like, I can't.
Now, how do we figure that out before freaking purchasing a system?
Yeah, and we don't know that for sure. Like, we don't know what the hell.
That was one of those
PlayStation's gonna
things.
do.
It was way too late. By the time you knew, you were already way deep in there. You had how many games on your freaking console before you realized, wait, this isn't working the way I thought it would.
Right. At the end of the day, I mean, just like, we're gonna have we get everything. There's
I'm definitely
at least
gonna
for me,
have
there's
everything.
no Xbox is over PlayStation over Xbox.
Nah, I don't. Yeah, that whole
I get them
console
all.
war
I like
thing
games.
is
Yeah.
freaking dumb.
We
Right.
can all
I'm not
Otherwise,
even
agree.
looking at it like that.
this would be called Spittin Microsoft, right? So
Yeah.
Spitting trash.
We'll give them equal time if we actually had information from
right.
Sony
That's
Right.
to
right.
even talk about.
that
So
is,
it's not even
yeah.
like we're favoring one over the other. It's just
Hey,
the other guys are not giving us anything to work with.
They're not.
you
Right,
saw the
right.
5, okay? You saw the
Oh.
new design of 5. Come on, man.
The new old
That's
design.
not enough to work with, man.
You
You
saw
gotta
them
give us more than
delete. You
that.
saw them delete the 4 and type
And
the
even
5.
and
I'm
even
convinced.
Sony, look, and even Sony purists, like guys who have like freaking Sony underwears on, they even gotta be mad or even feel like, hey, like, what's up? Like, what are you guys doing? Besides all of the negative press they've been getting the past like 2 weeks, you know what I'm saying, with all of the nonsense that's been happening over there with Naughty Dog and all that other garbage. Like they haven't given them anything to be excited about as far as next generation. So
Right.
they could
all
use
we
some
get
good
is
news.
rumors and speculation.
That's part of their master plan.
And
Build
I hate.
anticipation.
I'm not a big rumors and speculation guy, so I don't like to base my decisions off of those types of things. But I mean, if history does show that oftentimes if you hear this rumor over and over and over again, typically it is probably what's going on. My biggest fear is whatever this heating issue is that people are talking about. But I mean, this, all of this is leading to the wonderful one. All of this leads to the wonderful, or we've already kind of dug into what console are we leaning to and why, right? So Tito already, he's on the fence. Always a PlayStation guy. I always got everything, and this time is gonna be no different. If I had no way to get, or if I only had to make a choice, then maybe I would be viewing this differently. Fortunately for me, my girlfriend's getting them both as an annual gift. Like all the gifts for this year is all piled into that. I don't have to get. We're not worried about Christmas. None
You
of
don't
that.
have to worry about Nintendo because they're not dropping anything,
And
right?
and
Not
even
that we
if they
know of.
did an update, I honestly wouldn't even care.
Who buys that, right?
Yeah, like the Switch is fine. You have that here. That's fine too.
Yeah, I'm definitely leaning towards Microsoft right now because of number one, they've given us a lot of things to work with as far as the console specs, and it sounds like it's gonna be a beast. And as a like predominantly console gamer, I don't game on the PC or nothing like that. I think that's probably something that I'm gonna fancy more.
What is
Because
that program that what do they call it? If you purchased
the
it over
X,
here and you
what
get
is
it
this?
over there.
Yeah, I don't remember the name of the exact name of the program they have, but they're definitely
What,
gonna
Xbox
upgrade.
Anywhere?
Yeah.
No,
No, it's
Xbox Anywhere
Play
is what they
Anywhere. Play
currently
Anywhere.
have. Is it Play
It's
Anywhere?
Play Anywhere is what they currently have.
Right. It's
It's something
basically
else.
Xbox
Yeah,
Cloud
it's
Dress?
if you buy Cyberpunk on the Xbox,
You're gonna get the
Xbox
Series
One
X.
X.
You're
You're
gonna
also gonna get the Series
upgrade.
X one
Yeah,
upgrade
it's
for free.
Xbox Play Anywhere.
Okay, so
Yeah.
yeah, so I'm leaning towards that way because of what I just mentioned, and Sony is not really, they ain't tickling my taint right now. I'm not ready. Like I don't see anything that I'm ready for.
My guy.
I don't see anything right now that's making me say, yeah, I gotta get this. I gotta get the Sony console first. They haven't showed us any games. They
Because
haven't given us
there's
any.
nothing there.
Yeah.
How could
Well,
you want to buy something you have?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
You want this mystery box?
there's nothing. There's
Could be
nothing
nothing. Could be everything.
that's intriguing me right now. Of course I'm gonna get it, but
Right.
is it the first console I'm gonna get? Absolutely not. I'm gonna go. Microsoft's getting my money off the rip right now.
Yeah.
Things could change, but right now Microsoft's getting my money off the rip.
I feel definitely.
I'm gonna get
I'll
another
most
PC.
likely have them both, but the master race is gonna win everything. So I'm most likely gonna get them both. But if I had to choose one first, I'll go Xbox just because I PC game as well, and that Xbox Live, having the crossplay and all that stuff, it benefits for the mucho más better graphics. 'Cause that's all. It's all about graphics, right?
No.
Hasn't it always been?
The graphics
Yeah.
are better. The
Absolutely.
worst and the worst
I don't
PC
care.
game.
I don't care where I play my Roblox on, as long as it's
So
the best system, right?
how about we move on to Game of the Year, Star Citizen.
You mean
Man, that game ain't never coming
what?
out.
Game of what year?
Which year? Yeah, which year?
Game of the Year
Which year?
2012,
Which year?
2013, 2014, 15, 16,
Game
17.
of Christmas future, nigga. Get out of here.
Game of
That
2024.
shit ain't coming out, man. They took y'all money and
already
ran.
dropped the bomb. We're gonna have to edit that.
Yeah, but if you played that 2024 beta, crazy.
All right, so we all pretty much have a good idea of what is going to go down with these councils, or where
No, we
we
don't.
lay at the very least. We're gonna end this session talking about what games are we going to, or game is next on our list during this time that we have time to enjoy it. So it seems to me that a lot of that for us as of lately has been games that we have in the backlog that we know were good and we never really got to.
Meaty games too.
Yeah.
Yeah, like we're
Girthy.
they're girthy games. We're not
Girthy.
Girthy
Weights.
games.
we're not playing
You know what I mean?
freaking Golden Axe, which I actually did play Golden
There's
Axe.
nothing
and I
wrong
beat-
with that.
Yeah,
Not as-
I beat the first Golden Axe and I beat the first one. The second one for some reason on the Sega Vintage Collection, it didn't let me like add like credits to it. But the first
you
one was
got
like
whatever quarters you got. That's
no,
it.
but the first one was actually no. The first one was the
Your
arcade
mom only
one.
gave you $5,
right?
bro.
The first one was the arcade one. I'm
Go
able to
home.
throw the credits in, and then the second one was the Genesis version, and there was only like 2 continues. So,
the
yeah.
original pay to win.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah, so
The original pay to win.
yeah.
Quarters?
Andre.
What do you need quarters for?
Ma, I didn't dry all the socks. I'm sorry.
Do kids know what quarters are
dries-
anymore?
No. The credit cards.
You can't buy apps with quarters.
So I guess I'll go first. Well, right now I'm playing Origins, right? Assassin's Creed Origins.
See what?
See why.
Let's see what else. I think
Shout out to
that's
Siwa.
yeah. Shout out to Siwa. Shout out to Siwa and their dirty ass water. I jumped in that
Shit
water,
is
bro.
dirty.
That shit was
That
murky
shit
as
is
hell.
dirty.
Yeah. And
I don't know how anybody swims in there but the hippos.
You get dirtier when you get in the water than when you wish to get in.
The
So
water,
I'm
right?
playing that, and then I think that's probably gonna be it for right now until I get through that. But like I said, I'm probably gonna need help like traversing that shit, because if I get stuck somewhere, bro, I'm done.
That's it.
I'm
The
not-
game is
and-
dead to
and-
you.
And just on a side note, I threw on Metal Gear Rising yesterday just to play it. Yo, that shit is hard. Not only it's like the difficulty.
You said it was Platinum Games, am I right?
Yeah, Platinum Games, yeah.
Ghost and
But
Goblins hard?
Nah, not like that. But the controls are a little funny, so I had to get used to the controls a little bit. But it looks cool.
It's a weird fucking game.
It's a
compared
cool action game.
Yeah. How does it stand next to all the other Metal? Like, does it feel like you're playing Metal Gear? Does it feel like you're playing Super Ninja Robot?
It feels like it feels
Ninja
like
Robot.
Super Ninja Robot.
Super Ninja Robot, man.
It feels like Ninja Gaiden in the Metal Gear universe. I'll say it like that because
like you can like slice watermelons in half or some shit, right?
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, it's definitely cool though.
It's like
For
Fruit
now,
Ninja.
like, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah,
less fruit, more ninja.
Less fruit, more
Less fruit, more riding.
So yeah, AC Origins, and that's it for now because I want to get through that.
We'll get you through that, Rich. I'll even play that with you because
You're as magical as Nelson then.
I'm not in the beginning, but I'm not at the end. No, Nelson is shout out to the captain of the SS Minnow Johnson.
I was gonna say I'll be sailing the 7 seas by my damn self.
I'm gonna have to. I got to
Sea of Thieves.
For the 5th time, re-download Sea of Thieves and
re-download it and not
and not play.
And
listen.
Call of Duty will cause it.
I only commit to this. I will spend 1 session on the sea.
We have to at
guys,
least once.
And then
I mean they have
stream
cats
it.
now. They have cats now.
Right,
My goal is have no excuse.
Does that make me want to play more? I mean what do I want? Fucking allergies on this? There's no way for me to go.
we could throw it off the ship. We could throw it off the
Sea
ship.
of Benadryl.
Let's throw it off the boat. See if it swims.
Cheeto is seasick and land sick.
So, Sea of Allergies coming soon.
I'm gonna be playing Assassin's Creed Syndicate. As weird as it is, I started it again today. I loved Odyssey and I also loved Origins, but Odyssey more. But Syndicate just feels so action packed, and there's something about being in the UK that is drawing me to it.
That's
UK,
Rip the Jacker, right?
Very
Rip the Jacker. Rip the Jacker.
Takes place around that time.
With Ron Jambo.
I gotta play that. I gotta play that.
I was having fun when I was playing it too.
Yeah, it's not. I only stopped because of other games. That's typically what happens with me. And
it's cool that you get like that dual, right? Like that dual story with the brother and sister.
The brother and sister, yeah.
Oh, like Odyssey?
Yeah. No, more like you actually control them both, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, not like pick whatever race you want to be
not
evil.
Like my brother's a meathead or
gender,
my sister's a meathead. No, not...
How dare you assume my gender?
Man,
I don't think Spartans were saying that, but
no, they definitely were not. Yeah, I
don't think Spartans were saying that.
So that's it. No more Black Dessert.
Black
Listen,
Desert?
It's bro.
Like
it's coming out for Game Pass. Fuck that game, bro. Who told you to make it that difficult?
Enjoy that game with the kind of, it's not going to be every day that I play that game. But it's not that I dislike the game. I like it. But I'll
delete that and get Sea of Thieves.
Look at that. See? Look at that.
There you go. Nelson.
And there's at least one session with my name on
breath.
it. One set you can.
Please don't, because my Xbox doesn't download quickly. So you
won't be sailing.
Yeah.
I'm also
you
playing.
You can sail the 7 seas.
In the Navy.
In the Navy. What are we playing now, Cheeto? Man of... I don't even know how to say this.
I don't know the fucking name of that. Man of Madden, Drake's
Madden.
Super horror movie show presents
something.
Let me look it up.
Man of Madden.
What's the name of it?
The other game
Man
that's
of Medan.
Until Dawn.
Man of Medan. Medan.
Well, I'll be damned.
Well,
Oh,
I'll
okay,
be
I see
Dan.
it.
Is this a goddamn?
Man
I
of
believe so.
Medan?
Yes.
Medan, you said?
Yes.
Man of Medan, I guess.
Is it Medan?
Yeah.
I've never heard
Medan.
this word. Anyone?
Hmm,
Medan?
no.
Is it a
Medan.
place? Is it a thing? Is it an it?
Let's see. I want to see. Oh, well, wow,
Well,
it's
to give you
got
some background.
like the reviews are mad, like good.
Well, to
for the
give you
most
some
part.
background
yeah.
on this game, it is from
So Until Dawn.
Supermassive Games, I believe. The name
Successor.
is.
Kind of.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
it is
Until Dawn.
Supermassive.
They created Until Dawn. If you play that on the PS.
Heavy Rain too, right? It was a Heavy Rain.
No. Heavy Rain is
That was Beyond Two Souls people, right?
Yeah,
Heavy
that's a different
Rain.
team. I
Oh,
know
okay,
them,
yeah,
but
yeah.
Detroit-ish. I don't know.
yes,
Detroit.
yeah. Detroit Become
Okay.
Human, Heavy Rain, Beyond Two
Which are
Souls,
fantastic
and
if you're into
Fahrenheit, which I can
those
never.
kind
Indigo
of.
Prophecy. Indigo Prophecy.
Indigo Prophecy. Okay, that's
That's
PS2 days.
right. But this
Yeah,
team,
yeah, yeah.
Supermassive Games, created Until Dawn, which is very similar.
You played that, Mike?
Yes. I never
Good
beat
game.
it though. It's a great game.
It's awesome. It's one of those games where, well, at least me, I wanted to play it several times because I wasn't happy how I finished it. So it
Right.
pissed me off.
Because all your actions decide
right, who
what's gonna
lives and who
happen. Pretty
doesn't.
much death and life. That's really all it is. And it was directly paying homage to like 90s horror thrillers. That game was
Wow.
Until
So
Dawn.
what?
So it's
Like I
bad
know what you did
acting.
last summer.
Right.
Yeah.
So
And it doesn't hurt that Mr. Robot's in it.
Mr. Robot is in it. I realized that after watching Mr. Robot.
Shout out to
Indigo
Mr.
Prophecy.
Robot.
I'm trying to remember that game. Indigo Prophecy.
It has like a white cover and like blue lettering. I don't know.
There you
if that
go.
helps.
You should know exactly what it is.
What
now.
was it?
You-
Oh, there it is.
Boom. I
What
remember
was
now.
what was the damn?
Oh, that game.
What was the game? Damn, it had a title like that on GameCube. It was that horror game where you would start running and your arms
Not Eternal Darkness.
Oh,
right?
Eternal Darkness.
Is it
Yeah.
Luigi's
Eternal
Mansion.
Darkness.
Luigi's Mansion. Yeah, when the fly goes into your eyeball and shit.
Eternal Darkness.
Eternal
It
Eternal
is.
Darkness.
Ugh.
Indigo Prophecy. To go to this. It started off. You were a guy. You woke up in a fucking bathroom of a diner because. Well, it doesn't tell you why, but you have blood all over you, and then the cops are searching for someone who just murdered someone. So I don't know if you remember that at all. And it was very supernatural.
Sounds like episode of NCIS, man.
Yeah, basically the whole game is one giant episode of NCIS with supernatural things happening. To go back to the game that we are playing now, Man of Medan, it's really cool because it takes away the terrible acting of 90s films, which was on purpose in Until Dawn. It adds more natural acting. However, it's a horror thing. So for the little bit that Cheeto and I were playing, things that I was experiencing, he was not. So it takes that. It's failed to mention it's co-op, which is very different.
It can be. You can play by yourself, but
You can't play by yourself. But him and I
what, do you
chose
have no
co-op.
fucking friends?
So he takes a character, I take a character. Whatever he sees, I do not see. For the most part, we don't have the same adventure, but we are making decisions at the same time
You
that
picked the crazy one.
affect each other. So I'm running down the hall to give you a moment why I was enjoying myself. We're on this tanker at sea. We're both army men. We potentially could be lovers. Who knows? We didn't get that far. But I'm running down the hall, and clearly everybody's going crazy in the tanker. They're starting to shoot each other. We're hiding from them. We start walking. We're walking down the same hall. He's in front of me. I tell him, you go first. And I see this fucking little boy run across, and it scares the shit out of me. And I'm like, oh shit! And Cheeto
Fucking
is
scared of
silent,
children.
like a lamb. Yeah, I'm scared of children. Yeah, in a tanker. at
Especially
fucking
if they're
12
not
midnight. I am.
his.
Yeah, you got it, buddy.
That's not my son.
You little shit.
I didn't do it. So he runs by, and I'm yelling like a little bitch, and Cheeto silent. I'm like, either he has the fucking, the thickest skin, and he's not afraid. So I have to ask, like, yo, you didn't
You
see
didn't see
that?
that?
And then in the game, the guy goes, yo, you didn't see that? And I'm like, Tito goes, no. And I'm like, oh my, it's one of these where I'm experiencing something, even down to the scary parts. Now I'm sounding crazy on this side of the freaking game. And Tito's like, no, you fucking psycho. I didn't see anything. And I'm like, and then oh, there it goes again. And Tito's like, no, I didn't see anything. So it's really, really good. Really, really good in that sense. Like, that's an experience that you would only have talking
We
about things in real
just
life. So it's very
touched the
different.
tip of the game. We
Yeah.
haven't,
Yeah.
there
So
might be some more psychotic episodes.
I would love. It'd be.
So you're
interesting.
definitely gonna jump back on that.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
That's
sure.
basically what I'm gonna spend my time with: Assassin's Creed and Man of Medan.
My goal is
And
to
one
end his life dramatically.
Mine?
Yeah. I fucking hate your character. He's a douche.
Well,
And I want to get you back for the last game, so hopefully
yeah, we'll talk
you
about that
die.
another time.
Yeah, that's gonna be a whole other
It's a
topic
whole
too.
other,
For sure.
We
whole
need
other
like
discussion.
a fucking 7-part series for that game. It's just that's too much emotion to cover.
It's a whole lot of.
That shit's
I
crazy.
I still feel my heart, man. Fuck you.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Well,
Man of Medallion.
I think.
Medallion.
Maidana.
I think with that, we pretty much nailed everything that we wanted to discuss today.
Hey,
We'll be back tomorrow. We don't know when that will be for you, but tomorrow we'll be showing.
Yeah, yo, tomorrow's a perfect time. Tomorrow, Friday's perfect. Every day's perfect. But tomorrow is specifically tomorrow till Sunday because a certain person is leaving. So
She who shall not be named.
yeah,
Wink,
she
wink.
who shall not be named. So I could be a little more, she
Free.
doesn't have to be, she doesn't have to be in the room and all that.
Boxerless.
So yeah, I could have that. So
It's
yeah,
gonna
so
get
yeah,
dirty.
with yeah, man, let's recongregate tomorrow, and hopefully at a timelier manner, Mr. Nelson over there.
Nelson, what time? Okay, so let's end it on. I'm gonna end this video on this. Thank you for watching.
Yes.
Subscribe.
Yes.
Like,
Subscribe.
We will be.
It's gonna be
hit the
Spittin'
notification
game, right?
bell.
What is it?
It's gonna be Spittin' game. We're gonna
Spittin'
be
game.
Spittin' game every time we get
Dropping
together.
jewels.
If
You know?
if you guys, just in case, if you guys want my Twitter, is at BXMMAAD.
We're gonna
at
add
Twitter,
that into the
and
YouTube site.
Richie1121 at IG and all that. So
I'm gonna have some
add
links
it, but
and bios for everyone if I can make that happen. I don't know if I'm making
Yes.
stuff up, but I'm gonna do it anyways.
yeah.
But thanks for watching.
Yeah,
We're gonna
or
be doing
listening.
this more, or
Or
listening. We would like to get to as many people as we can, and if you
Hey,
stick with us,
yo.
you're gonna watch this channel grow. We're learning,
We're
And
learning,
if you
yeah,
have
this is-
any tips, thoughts, ideas,
yes, send them
ways
my
to
way.
get better, what you liked, what you didn't like. I'm not saying I'm gonna change everything you didn't like. I'm not saying I'm gonna change everything to what you like, but we're definitely open
We
to
value
listening
your
to-
opinion.
Yeah.
I got an idea. I just got an email notification on some Star Citizen update. If you wanna.
We're gonna do our best to edit that part
are
out
the Star
from
Citizen.
this ending.
We're gonna edit that out. Yeah. Sorry if that
No
offended
offense,
anyone.
no offense to people who like or do not like Star Citizen, but
Or
who
offense,
cares, right?
bro.
We're
It's
just not
never gonna
give
be
you a
here.
chance to
Yeah,
like
it's
it or not
it's
like
never
it
gonna
anyway.
finish.
Yeah, who cares? We'll be in the stars before we play Star Citizen.
Word up. Good stuff, guys.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Yeah,
Later,
thanks
guys.
for watching. Later.